most dangerous things. You will not know that they are sitting in you, they are collecting the information, they are spying on you. At any moment, you may be taken for a big ride. So they will be sitting very idle. They may create a lot of problem, and that is advanced persistent threats. We have APT threats. Insider threat, I require another full session to speak of. Next. Then best practices I have given you, which you can just have a glance. Develop and implement a cyber security plan. It also encompasses disaster recovery and incident response plans. I am insisting on this disaster recovery because a lot of people, when ransomware happened, asked us, sir, what is the remedy? Whether you have a disaster remedy system? They said no. Then it's very, very difficult. You have to get in, engage with him, spend some money and try to get it. Otherwise, it is not possible. I know it is illegal, but it is inevitable. So it's always better to have a disaster management system. Let it be any kind of ransomware attack or we call it as the natural calamities that has happened. Such things, you need to have this disaster recovery and incident response plans. You may not be having time to respond. So at that time, you must be able to make the system to do it. Once again. Next slide. Ensure regular risk assessment. Now everything is risk assessment. There was a question how the taxation departments is working among all departments together. It's through risk assessment. We have a risk management system in the customs. We have DGARM in the GST. We have DGARM in income tax. All the three people together speak to each other to the IMG, information management system they have, where they exchange the messages and they regularly talk to each other. So messages, whatever exports happened, the GST refund, automatically the machine will send it back. Similarly, the GSTN is the local machine that is for domestic business. ICE Gate, Indian Customs India Gateway, is the international business machine. They speak to each other. And all of them are in real time connected to all the servers of RBI, direct taxes, in all these things are, they are speaking to each other constantly. So, and therefore, we have a real-time information that is being exchanged through message system. So keep abreast of evolving security risks. This is the most challenging aspect. Otherwise, what will happen? I have a equipment, but I cannot function. I cannot function to the given speed or given goal. That will what is going to happen. So therefore, keeping the system secured is very, very important. Next. You can see the targeted attacks are becoming more common. Now there are more criminals than ethical people on the business field as on today. Even state players are there. That's a tragic aspect in this. 24% of these companies experienced events that matched the pattern of a targeted attack. 97% of these are companies were breached. Whoever they have targeted, their data has been breached. Let it be State Bank of India, let it be even NIC has lost its data. A lot of companies have lost. Some of them have disclosed, some of them have not. And therefore, there is a need of legal route to remedy this. Still, Government of India has not come out with a law. It came out with a law in the name of privacy, PDPB bill. In 2018, Sri Krishna Commission gave a report. As per that 2019, we had a PDPB bill placed in the parliament. It was about to be cleared in 21, but JPC was also over, but it was withdrawn. It was withdrawn because there were a lot of commercial interest that played. They said, no, you cannot, because our people are not yet ready to secure their system. In the meanwhile, we had Gopal Krishna Commission, which gave its report on commercial data, commercializing and valuing the data of India. where data is a new oil, how we can commercialize the data other than the privacy data. Then there was a challenging issue also, how privacy data can be converted into commercial data, how they can be anonymized, pseudonymized, those processes. On that, I had written 2-3 articles on KCA magazine, which you can look in, where GST system, how it has to be equipped with itself, I have written. So those are all the things, challenges. So Government of India kept it and said, no, we withdraw it. Then they gave a draft digital bill, where I was very critical on that also. I have made 2-3 videos also on that, because it never protects anyone except the people who are commercially interested, and therefore it is not yet placed. I think there is hardly any chance of any bill being placed in this parliament in this session. So we will have to wait for next session. So there itself, it's very, very tough for us. Now, can you go back? There was some 24%. Yeah, come to the next now. I am right. These are all the security technologies available. To the best of my knowledge, I am only a science graduate at the time. Afterwards, I have lost my touch with the science, but still I picked up for this when I studied my cyber law and cyber forensics in the National Law University as a very young student at the age of 58. I could pick up some of them. So here, these are all the methods available as on today. The first one is data encryption. Means what data you are reading, the machine will not store in that format. It's going to encrypt it. The data both at rest as well as in transmission can be encrypted. So encryption. This encryption also will get into trouble. I'll tell you the situation. Kindly wait with an example. Then you have hardware security modules to clear the data encryption problems. That's the latest innovation that is going on, HSM. Then you have firewalls. Behavioral analytics is the latest development, because firewalls are no walls now. They have become totally useless. So we are coming with behavioral aspects of a particular hacker, how he's doing it, and how can it be identified. We are trying to look in. Then you have blockchain, cloud encryption, context-aware security. For each type of context, different securities we are planning. Defensive artificial intelligence, extended detection and response, Internet of Things, manufacturer usage description, application security, intrusion detection system, intrusion prevention system. All this is very difficult to explain here, but I'll try to explain 1 or 2 of them. This zero trust also we will try to know. Then social engineering. What is social engineering? Can somebody tell me here? I'm only making a... I wanted to be there so that I can make you speak. What is social engineering? Can anybody help me? I go to dark web, collect your phone number, your details, bank account, everything, and I will, that is called phishing. So of that I will do wishing. I'll telephone you. Sir, this one is getting late. Your account number, is this correct, sir? Please, sir, like that I will do social engineering. Sir, like this, or else I'll say, sir, you have got a lottery. So-and-so, so-and-so. And all of a sudden, sir, you deposit. Sir, customs wants so much money, you paid, sir. Online, you will pay and he will not know who he is, and you will not be able to track him, and it is something impossible where he has engineered into your treasury, he has engineered to your privacy, he has engineered to your health details. Everything can be done. There is nothing left unknown to the hacker. That's what social engineering, in brief, I have tried to give you. Next slide. Encryption, we will take it as some examples how it is getting. Encryption. Encryption means when I speak, this is digital device is recording here, but when it is recorded here, it can be encrypted so that nobody can read. Only I have to give a code, then somebody can read. Or I can transmit to your mobile, only you can read when I give a code. Very good, encryption is fine. Excellent, it was going on. But when we have a car, somebody is driving a car, which is having microprocessors all around, and microprocessors are speaking to each other, Then when you give a command, by the time it encrypts and decrypts, lot of time is lost and the machine will lose its efficiency. There are plenty of such microprocessors in that new age car, and the way they, if you go on encrypting and decrypting, that itself will take away your time, and that too in that high speed, what will be the calamity that could happen due to some accidents? You can imagine. Now what is the way out? Another problem is, whenever comes this new age car, some fellow will say, sir, I will fine tune it. So when you go to him, he will collect all the Wi-Fi data. He may even steal your privacy data. He will manage it so that he doesn't worry about all the parameters. He will see that you will get a very good efficiency. It may have a problem on the engine. It may have a problem on the fuel intake. And the original fellow may suffer. Or his IPR credibilities may be lost or diluted totally. All these things could happen. Now what is the way out? For that, the remedy has come is hardware security module. For secured reasons, we came with encryption. We lost the game there due to the dynamic changes in the technology, where we wanted speedier transactions, information communication. So again, we got into trouble, where again, fraudsters came in and started taking my data. Now I have come with HSM. The day is not far off, even this can be taken over. So that is the situation, live situation that is going on. In short, I have tried to explain to you. See here, for example, a company might use HSM to secure trade secrets or intellectual property. Recently, I gave a talk on intellectual property and cyber society interface. In that, I told them how dangerously the copyrights, trademarks are violated without any worry. It doesn't, it has totally diluted. I say the IPR law is of no use unless it is upgraded or it is intervened with the technology. There I introduced around 20 technologies that could be employed. One of them is this. So this is used in modern cars. Next, more details, I have given a URL, you can look in there. Then firewalls, these are all very old technology. Next, behavioral analytics, which is a very tough ask. How a human being is behaving when he enters the system, whether he is an insider or an outsider. What are the credentials of him? What is trying to download? What is the speed of acquiring the informations in my system? All that is being studied, and they're all challenged at every stage. Only when he gives the further credentials, it will be allowed. So that is the system where this behavioral analytics provides as protection. Similarly, we have blockchains, cloud encryption, context-aware security, defensive artificial intelligence, algorithms, etc., etc., etc. Another couple of slides you can clear. Why I'm telling is, now the new bill that is coming is also speaks of design by law. Law itself says you have to have it technologically designed so as to do that function. For example, in privacy function, it is not possible for any person while taking the information, whether it is a private information or other thing. How do you sort it out? So it wants the system to identify. So system design is being created in such a way that in the initial stage itself, such informations are tagged and further followed. The last one is the zero trust. Before that, any questions you have, please ask me. Feel free. If it could be answered here, I will answer. Very difficult to answer you, sir.
You are talking about entering my personal data through darknet. How does it work?
How it doesn't work? That's the question for me. Your information, you would forget about dark web, sir. You go to Google. Most of the informations are available. Because the people who take from you under a fiduciary capacity, they are not protecting. Now you are entering a mall. You are given your bank details. You are given all your information. Whether he has assured you that he is going to keep it securely, and are you sure that he has not harmed, or whether he has not sold that information to others? Don't believe When a company like, that's what I'm telling, that's the problem for us. We want that to be fellow to be answerable to the law. Today we do not have law in equivalent to GDPR, where European law insists that whenever you go there, you are called as the principal. You are the data principal. He is expected to refer you what are the things. You have to give an undertaking and you should say what I am going to do with this data, how long I am going to keep, and also give a declaration that is not to disclose. Then only you should disclose. Otherwise you should say, no, I don't give. Tell me. Please, very good. Give me a mic if it is available. Not working? If it is working, it's good. Because I love only dialogues. ಅನಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಇದೇ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಇದು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ
When we key in data, when we open Facebook account or LinkedIn account, Krishna.
Very good. Krishna is questioning Rama.
Rama is elder. When we key in certain data with, when we open a Facebook account or LinkedIn account, we key in a lot of our personal data. Now this Facebook or LinkedIn assures that the data will be kept in privacy. Now other agencies, how do they get data from them? Is it that they disclose our data to those agencies, or they hack our data from them? Or if that is the case, why do this Google or other people end up paying so much of crores of fines